gameplay, and today we're going up against the Boston. Yeah, man. Let's get into this video. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yes, I does that. What everybody trying to be now, I was that. They could never stop me. That's why I love rap. Been living a life, crazy ice. Swag to gear, the bread, all the whips is a year ahead. I only fear the feds.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Our starting lineups to look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Someone we'll be keeping an eye on is the elusive Ilyasova.
Well, something that he maybe doesn't get enough credit for is just how good he is at drawing charges.
I'm glad you brought that up, Steve, because very few players do get credit for it, and you're exactly right. He does do it very well. There's no fear in this fella. He'll give up his body in a minute.
Looking at Boston, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Dallas Mavericks. And they lost it by a single point. Just one more possession or one less bad shot away from a different result. Those really sting.
You know, they don't have anything to be ashamed about from that game. It was a good effort from them all around. They just needed another break or two that just didn't happen.
Yeah, both teams can't win. It comes down to a play or two either way. I thought both deserved to win, but only one could.
Shot's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Bradley kicks to Rondo. Takes it out to Bradley. He feeds it to Humphries. Back to Bradley. The Celtics working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. And the call will go against Caron Butler. That's his first foul.
Yeah, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And here's Rondo. Shot from the wing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
One of the worst things to see is a young, speedy, dynamic point guard go down with a torn ACL. It happened to Derrick Rose in 2012, and last year, Rajon Rondo was the victim.
Here's Rondo after Caron Butler's bucket. Rondo dishes to Green. Back to Rondo. Right side Bradley. Rondo on top. Puts it up. Just 5 on the clock. The top of the key. He buries it. Well, that ACL tear for Rondo and Derrick Rose, both of them on pretty innocuous motions. No contact to speak of. Moves they make 100 times a game, but both got caught.
Yeah, that's often the way that injury happens, though, without contact. So, difficult year for Rondo. Hard to say, how he could have avoided an injury. That's not happening. The main thing is just fighting to get back, get your knee right, and get going again.
Now here's Mayo. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Ilyasova passes to Mayo. Rondo with the steal. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Outside Brent. Knight against Rondo. Back to Bradley. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Sullinger kicks to Rondo. Hands the shot from the wing. And so it's Milwaukee now. Coming into this,
Once I get this phone and it be on, I'm going straight to Discord and verify my phone. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna try to log into my the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into my Apple ID account with my Jaquarius H account.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
17-foot shot
So,
on
yeah.
the way. Mayo, that's good. Mayo's got his first basket of the night. Rondo dishes to Green. Sullinger with a screen for Green. Kicks it to Brennan. Sullinger inside, defended by Butler. Rondo drives in. Baseline J on the way, and he hits the jump shot. Rondo's got his third basket of the night right there.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Knight passes to Mayo. To the inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Well, the season numbers for this club are really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we've come to expect, especially after last season.
And he can't get the first one. Boston making some changes. Spates checked in for Sullinger. Pass comes in for Chris Humphrey.
Got 21 minutes now, but
For Jeff Green.
we just gotta keep doing the same thing every time. Try to focus on threes and free throws.
And he's 6 the second. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now Rondo, 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too. And his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him. He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harris gets to Middleton. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Pachulia. From beyond the arc. Here's Sanders. And the rebound paying off as they pick up
There you go.
on the second chance bucket right there.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
He always gotta set the pick.
And again, it's Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 8 points. We've got 1:18 left in the first.
Let me just keep doing what I've been doing.
Harris against Rondo. Harris dishes to Middleton. Knight, that's a 2-pointer. And another basket for
There we go.
Milwaukee. And now, the first timeout call here for Boston. The
Shoot at
last
will.
was at Boston.
And I thought, guys, they were the
Pick and
beneficiary
roll
of what
offense.
was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He emphasized very strongly that his players need to do everything in their power to protect the rim. Tough interior defense is what he was preaching, and I'm sure they heard him. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Fifth best, the Bucks.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
The first one falls. for Spates. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1. Here is Harris. Here's Middleton.
Good.
Here's Pachulia.
There you
Nice
go.
work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Douglas kicks to Brooks. Harris on the double team. Spates the pass to Brooks. And that one's good.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Now here is Harris. Castanilla. From deep three-point range. Tie game in Milwaukee. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
This Wednesday, February 12th, the New Orleans Pelicans take on the Milwaukee Bucks live from Bradley Center. Don't miss it.
Off to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set
gotta
the
be
tone
smarter.
early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
And a chance here presented
Go.
by Gatorade.
Go, Mayo.
He's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On
Aww.
the floor for Boston. Jeff Green and Chris Humphreys at the phone. Tony Douglas out there with Brooks. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. Keith Bogans, he's checked in for Marshawn Brooks. And it's the Celtics ball. Douglas dishes to Green. Bogans kicks to Humphreys. Inside. Bogans passes to Humphreys. Feeds it to Olynyk. The Celtics working the ball around now. Bogans kicks to Green. Elbow shot is on the way. And the dunk by Humphreys.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
Yes, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Here's Rittenauer after the made shot from Humphreys.
Why would you pass the ball?
And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes.
Rittenauer, why would you pass the ball?
That pass was in the air a long
Just
time.
dribble.
Long enough for him to get a
All you gotta do is
anyway,
dribble
send it out of
until the
bounds.
clock run out. When the clock run out and you see an open look for your teammates, pass the ball.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And that's a foul. Go by Chris
Oh,
Humphreys.
they
That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in. It's Mayo on the wing. Covered by Bogans. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
Before his injury last season, it was quite clear that while the rest of the Celtics bunch could still hold their own, this would no doubt be Rondo's team moving forward.
Now here's Sullinger. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well. As he made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time. Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
And for Rondo and the Celtics, it actually explored trading him in the past. You always hear the rumors he butted heads with Doc.
Rondo, and a guy who can take over a game. And there have been times when he's been a little moody. We've seen him bump officials. He's gotten suspended. And he's gotten into little tiffs with teammates. But I kind of like that feistiness, too, as long as it's channeled in the right way.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Rondo off the from Humphries. There's the feed to Bogans. Launches it. And that one's good. And the Celtics lead by 5.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Chris Humphries. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He wanted them running a more structured offense. He said, this isn't playground basketball. We need guys working together to create better opportunities. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here.
He is spraying
And
them.
thank you, Doris.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first.
Bogans is spraying them.
Knight dishes to Sanders. Back to Knight. Takes the 3. Rebound Boston. Second shot opportunity. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Celtics now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Green with a screen on Mayo. Deep 2 from Bogans. The offensive rebound, Sullinger. And so he draws the foul on the shot and a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Clark knows more about Sullinger than I do, being that they're both Buckeyes. But I'll tell you what I like about him is just the fact that he's got that big, wide base, so strong inside, and uses that strength as leverage to get shots off inside and get offensive rebounds.
Yeah, he's anchored in pretty well as a fundamentally sound low post scorer. He knows what he's doing down there. Uses angles well, his step to strength, and the footwork is really solid.
Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Boston. Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You know, we saw the promise last season, Jared Sullinger, a wide body with a really high basketball IQ, just very skilled as a passer and a post scorer.
It's far too often.
Rondo drives in. Offside Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Dashes in for a double-digit lead. And for Jared Sullinger, he may have slipped in the draft, but a great situation, Clark, a lot of people feel for him in Boston.
Could not agree more. I tell you, playing alongside Kevin Garnett, played for Doc Rivers in his first year. I mean, you're going to learn a lot from those two about how to play in the NBA. I think he's ahead of his years as far as his basketball acumen. He's what we call an old head. Really has a nice understanding of the game.
Here is Ilyasova after the main shot from Bradley. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Ilyasova. Here's Rondo. An easy 2 points on the layup. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from Ilyasova. Rondo passes to Wallace. Now here's Sullinger. Sanders covering. Wallace goes in. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
Adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this to some bad shots.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Rondo kicks to Green. Green gets a screen from Sullinger. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Green. 14 points for Rajon Rondo.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Wallace outside. Down low. He dishes it to Rondo. Stripped away. Leaves it up. Shot no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
How do you fix that going into the third quarter?
Yeah, we got to move the ball. You know, when we start getting stagnant basketball, we get a little ball down. We got to move the basketball. We got to get some cutters.
Coach, we appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Stay right where you are for the half of the show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half.
I'm your host, Damon Bruce, out at Bradley Center in a lopsided game through 2. Boston leading against Milwaukee. They've played themselves right to the bubble, sitting in 8th place in the conference standings. It's been a superstar display by Rajon Rondo. He's got 14 points and his field goal for looks. Halftime report presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Rajon Rondo has been sensational.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Mayo out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here is Knight. After the miss from Bradley. Knight dishes to Sanders. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Sanders has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Milwaukee. Outside Rondo. Jeff Green on the wing. Sullinger's got 5.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, they ought to continue to pound it in low. So you love to get those easy lay-ins to get your offense going or clicking here to start the second half.
O.J. Mayo is out of USC. He's in his 6th season in the NBA, fellas, and he was considered the top player in his high school class. Very, very highly regarded. He's yet to be a star at the professional level, but I think he's looking to solidify himself.
Looks because of that movement, and as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal.
By Milwaukee. And for O.J. Mayo, 6'4" player. Some people saw him as a guy who could play point guard, shooting guard. He's just a player, though. I think he can do a lot of things on the floor.
He's a decent ball handler, but he's a shooting guard. I mean, he can be a little bit of a combo guy, but for the most part, and most of them.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
And the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. He couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He said now's the time to open up, fire them away, and get that defense on the ropes. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
pass to Sullinger. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knight with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Knight kicks to Mayo. On the pass to Ilyasova. Another miss by Ilyasova.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Now Humphries inside. And yes, sir, that one. And some changes here for the Celtics. Spates checked in for Jared Sullinger. Brooks comes in for Green. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Started by Middleton. Harris against Douglas. It's Bradley on the wing. And the Bucks here. And that will fall. The 3-pointer on the line. Middleton. Douglas dishes to Spates. Now here's Douglas. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The drive by Brooks. And he gets the bucket. Here's Harris. Dish now to Middleton. 3-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Half from long range.
Douglas against Harris. Douglas kicks to Spates. Spates with a screen on Mayo. Bradley passes to Spates. And foul called as he misses. Go to the line.
Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster. But basketball's worked out just fine.
That's good from Humphries. And Clark back to Humphries. He still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? You know, Duncan used to swim as well in
Right,
his
yes.
childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
Harris outside. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Dishes to Sanders. From the baseline. 62% from the field. And he gets it to go. Middle.
Just can't miss.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And on the year, he's shooting an average number at the line, about 73%.
I think it's been a struggle for him.
You'd expect by the end of this game, not help the situation.
Douglas kicks to Bass. Douglas with it, picked up by Harris. Pulls up. And he hits the jump shot. Douglas got his first. Left in the third quarter. Harris outside. He kicks it to Rittenauer. Out left of the wing. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Rondo. 14 points for him. Wallace misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite find his way through traffic.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Boston on top, up by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
This Tuesday night, February 18th, Aaron Apollo, Orlando Magic go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Live from Bradley Center, Joel Sauer.
And while we can now. Let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
A tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. A gorgeous feed there.
Bucks trail by 15 on the court for the Celtics. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Jared Sullinger is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here is Harris. Kicks to Mayo. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Sanders' shot is off.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Mayo against Bradley. Sullinger to the screen. Rondo. The Bucks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here, Humphries checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey guys, well Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. Guys, we'll see how coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
Good, tough defense there. Getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Harris against Rondo. And the basket by Harris. Celtics leading by 15. Humphries with a screen on Harris. And it's Bradley off the drive. Rebound, Milwaukee. Ilyasova's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Butler. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Now here's Rondo. That's good. And the Celtics lead 14.
Standing patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Here's Harris. Pocket 6. Butler on. Boston leading by 14. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there.
Get shooters open. Okay, gotcha.
I'm not sure what it
Get
was,
shooters
but
open.
he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey guys, well Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And here is Harris. Outside Butler, fires from the line. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. It's Bradley on the wing. Harris on the double team. Outside, Green. And the layup layup's good off the glass.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shot.
Now here is Harris. And he gets it to go.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Pass to Humphries. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Sullinger with the basket on the assist by Humphries. And that's now 9 points for Jared Sullinger. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. And here's Mayo for 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, the ability to close. We really have to give it up for the Celtics.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think we're going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Rondo. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Here's Harris. After the made shot from Douglas, from deep, Neal, and that one's good.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it because they have to get a hand in his face.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Douglas. Brooks, the best to Douglas. Feeds to Bogans. And Olynyk kicks to Spates. And the basket by Olynyk. And the Celtics lead by 19.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Now here is Harris. Harris gets the screen from Pachulia. 3 attempt offline from Harris. Now Douglas. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
Thanks for stopping by. As you know, it's important for me to regularly check in with all of our players. So, how you feeling about the team at this point of the season?
Hey, I'm really happy with the team right now. I like the direction things are going. Coach has been great. Hey, we just got to keep winning games, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm really happy that things are working out for you. Keep up the good work.
For sure. Definitely. Thanks for checking in.
No, anytime. Absolutely. Say, I heard you got a new place. How's it coming along?
Oh, man. It's
You like it?
good up in there.
Yeah?
Gotta come through. I'll have a barbecue one of these weeks.
Oh, I'd love to, yeah. I'd love to check it out. I heard the views are really nice.
Oh, man. You know, always. Bring the lady. Of
Okay,
course.
yeah. Couple
Secretary.
maybe. Yeah, that all works.
Play some 2K.
Oh, have you heard about the new?
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris. On the next episode, we'll be versus the New Orleans Pelicans. So I'm really hopeful to see that game. And I can't wait to see that game. So we're almost done We got 9 games left in February, and we got 15 games in March. Then after that, we're gonna be in April. So yeah, I can't wait till that episode come, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.